Hi guys, happy Thursday. All right, today we are going to do some social studies. All right, one of the big things from second grade is we talk a lot about reading a map. So today we're going to have a little video and we're going to talk, and then we're going to have an assignment about reading a map. So first, let's go ahead and start with the video here.
Cool. We just got an invitation to Becca's party. The party will be at Madison Park. Yeah, I'm not sure where that is either. We better look at a map. What is a map? A map is a tool that shows details about an area. A map can show continents or countries. It can also show states or towns and cities. Maps can show streets and roads and landmarks that make a place special. A globe is a map on a round model that shows places all over Earth. Precipitation maps show how much rainfall or snowfall an area gets. Transportation maps show subway or bus routes. Landform maps can show mountains, deserts, or plains. Natural resource maps show resources like coal, oil, or minerals. And there are population maps that can show you how many people live in a place. Maps can help you find your way around, too. Maps use symbols, and the map key tells you what they mean. Not exactly, Moby. What is a map key? A map key is a chart that explains what symbols mean on a map. It's also called a legend. This is a map of New York. And here's the map key. On this map, a black dot stands for a city. A star stands for the state capital. An airplane stands for an airport. And lines stand for highways and roads. There are also other symbols that stand for bodies of water, parks or forests, and mountains. Oh, and a star inside of a circle stands for the country's capital. Maps can have different symbols, so it's important to always look at the key. That's a compass rose. But what does a compass rose do? A compass rose is a tool that shows north, south, east, and west on a map. It helps you find your way and understand directions to and from places. Let's see. We're here at school. If we go north, we'll get to the museum. If we go west, we'll get to City Hall. Well, the hospital is south, but it's also east. So it's southeast of us. The post office is north and west, so it's northwest of us. I have an easy way to remember the order of the directions. Never eat soggy waffles. Becca's party is at Madison Park. Let's look at the map to see where it is. To get to the park, first you go east on Pine Street. Then you go north on Lincoln Way. Right, Moby. There are different ways to get to the park. I don't know which way is faster, but I know how to find out. What is a map scale? I know that scales help you measure things. map scale compares distance on a map to distance on Earth. The scale helps you figure out how far things are apart from each other. You often find the scale in the map key. On this map, every inch stands for 1 mile. City Hall is about 3 inches from the library. That means they are 3 miles from each other. Different maps have different scales, so you should always check the map key. Really? You found a shortcut to Madison Park? Hey, that's not a shortcut for me.
Okay. So, in the video, it talked about some of these different vocabulary words. So let's go over some of them. Let me zoom in a little bit. So the first one was a map, right? A map is a picture of an area from above showing selected features of an area, right? So the example kind of they gave was of a little town, right? I know in first grade there was an activity where you kind of build a map of your own classroom or your own bedroom, right? So, and the thing to focus on about the map is most of the time it's looking from above. Like if you were a bird flying in the air, looking down at it, it gives you a better way to lay out kind of a larger space. So map key is the box that shows what the symbols on the map mean, okay? Because sometimes, the map, instead of showing your exact house or drawing the exact store, they'll have a blue house means a house and a red bigger building means a store, right? Or a picture of a slide means it would be a park, okay? And then the symbols, those are what are on the map, are something that stands for something else. Like I just said, like a symbol of a slide could stand for a park, right? And then the directional words are what direction you would have to go in to get to somewhere on the map. So the ones that we will talk about are north, south, east, and west. And they kind of, if you point your finger up to the sky and you move to the right, they go north for never, to the right, east, down is south, and to the left is west. So it's never eat soggy waffles, starting at the top and going to your right, okay? Okay, so we are going to talk about, here are some of the directional words I was just telling you about. So north is pointing up, never eat soggy waffles. These little in-betweens here are kind of like, so as you go from north to east, if you're in the middle here, it'd be called northeast, right? Because you're not going straight north and you're not going straight east. You're kind of going in between, right? Same thing here between east and south. You're not going directly east and you're not going directly south. So if you're going in the middle of that direction, it'd be southeast, right? Same thing here with southwest and same thing here with northwest. Okay, and then here is a picture of an example of a map. So this would be my map. Notice how it's looking down on something, right? This is an example of a map key, right? It shows you these symbols. And then it tells you if you see a red house, that means it's a house. If you see this green rectangle, it's a park. Anytime you see this police car, that's the police department. If you see this mail truck, that's the post office. If you see a blue looking house, that's a store. And if you see a blue oval, that would be the lake, right? So that would tell me this would be the lake, right? These red houses are all houses. This would be just a regular house, right? Here, this would be the police department, right? And this would be the mail post office, right? So later, after we do a little comprehension reading, you guys are going to have an assignment that you have to log off and do using this map. But we're going to come back to that. First, let's come here and let's zoom in here. I'm going to type her name here. Miss Hiller's class. Okay, so we're going to read this and then we're going to answer some questions together. It says, a map is a drawing that shows what a place looks like from above. When you are looking at something from above, you have an aerial view of what you are looking at. Maps can be used to show locations of different places and to give us directions if we need to know where to go. Many maps have a map key. A map key is something that shows what a symbol on a map stands for. For example, on a map, there may be a small triangle shape. The map key might tell us that those triangles stand for trees or mountains. All maps have direction words such as north, south, east, and west to help describe where places on the map are. Maps can be helpful tools to describe our location or help us find where to go. So, first question here, what does a map show? If I look back up here, a map is a drawing that shows what a place looks like from above. So it shows what a place looks like from above, right? Oh, eventually, guys, Mrs. Hiller is going to assign these to you, and you're going to have to type the answers in yourself. Okay, what are the 4 direction words on the map? What did we say, guys? Never eat soggy waffles. What are those words? North. What is eat? East, right? What is soggy? South. And what is waffles? Right, west. Okay, and the last one, what is found in a map key? Give at least one example of this of what a symbol can stand for. So let's look back up here. Many maps have map keys. A map key is something that shows what the symbol on a map stands for. And remember the example they gave us? Right, small triangle shapes might be trees or mountains. So map keys show us what the symbol on a map stands for. One example, what did I say, guys? Yes, is triangles could stand for trees. Okay, so now in your Schoology today, you are going to see these 2 pictures along with an assignment that looks like this. Okay, you are going to have to open it up. So when you get onto Schoology, let me show you what it's going to look like here, guys. Let me log in as, well, let's log in as Cameron. How about, since it's saved? All right, now when you go find this, it's going to be just on the button for the day. I have to find it a different direction because I haven't linked it yet. So you would click here and you're going to see here is that map I just showed you along with the map key. On this side, see it says assignment, and then over here it says my document. When you click on my document, now you're going to notice it doesn't say anything, okay? If when you click my document, it says this, you need to go get an adult to help you sign in, okay? So when you click my document, this document is going to pop up in that space, okay? And you just click on it. Oops, let me zoom out a little bit. You just click on it and you type. So you would type your name here. And then you would come to the first question and you're going to erase where it says type here. And you're going to type the answer. How many houses are on the map? So you would go back to the assignment button and you would look at the map and you'd count the houses. Now remember it says the red ones are houses. So we'd count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? So then I'd click back on my document and yours is going to show you this. So then I'd write, what did I say, 14? There were 14 houses. Then I go to the next one and I delete where it says type here. It says how many stores are on the map. So I go back to my assignment. And what are the stores? The blue house. There's only one, right? So then I would type in 1. Okay. What streets are south of the police department? So if I look at my map, here's the police department. What streets are south? So right below it. Because remember, if you forget, never eat. Soggy is south. So if here's the police department, what is south? Tree Lane, right? So you'd click back on my document. I have to click over here. Tree Lane. What street is east of the post office? So if I look at the post office, remember that's these. Never eat. Eat is this way, right? If you forget, eat is this way. What street is east? Orange Street, right? So you'd click back and you'd erase and type Orange Street. What streets surround the park? What is the park? Oh, the park is this green rectangle. Oh, I'm thinking this is the park right here. What streets surround the park? Well, all of them, right? Tree Lane, East Lake Road, Cooper Street, and Orange Street. So you'd click back on my document where yours would pop up. Mine can't because I can't log in to Cameron's. So we'd write all of them. What were they? Orange Street, comma, Tree Lane, comma, what else? East Lake Road and Cooper Street. East Lake Road and Cooper Street. Okay. The store is located on the corner of what 2 streets? Okay, now remember the store is the blue. It's right here on the corner of what 2 streets? So what is this street right here? And what is this street that goes across? Right, Orange Street and Tree Lane. Orange Street and Tree Lane. That. Okay. The lake is on East Lake Road between what 2 streets? Okay, here's East Lake Road. In between. So what is this street right here and this street right here? Because it's in between, kind of like sandwiches it. Cooper Street and Tree Lane, right? So we would write Cooper Street and Tree Lane. Okay, now describe the symbol for a store. What was the symbol for the store? A blue house, right? So we would type blue house. Okay. So now I finished all this. Now remember, your document that looks like this will be located right here where it says my document. So yours will be right here. And then you just click submit assignment. Okay. And then that is going to send me that exact document that you just typed in. It's going to send it right over to me to check it. Now, we just did it together. Okay. So if you need to, pull this video up to the side and you can kind of copy down the answers that we put on our sheet here on your sheet onto Schoology. Okay, now remember, if yours, when you click on my document, if yours takes you to this page, you need to go get an adult to help you sign into a Google. Okay, and then you're going to finish your document and you're going to hit submit. All right, okay, guys, I will see you later.